Normally, when someone represents you in court and you are found guilty, the goal was to be found innocent. Yeah, eventually maybe distance yourself from that attorney, maybe get some new counsel, find another path if that's what you want to do, unless you really feel like this person could get it right again. But you don't usually rehire them for other family members, at the least.
You want a new set of eyeballs on the situation, because maybe the attorney that you had that it didn't work out, you got, found guilty. Maybe there's something they were missing, a new set of eyeballs on it. They might go, wait a minute, what about this?
Well, in the world of narcissism that is the Adelson family, they're sticking within their circle, and they have fired the current counsel of Donna Adelson, and they hired back Charlie's attorney for Donna going forward in this. Seems a little bizarre.
Is it possible, though, the other attorney was like, okay, I don't want to be part of this shit show?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, that could certainly be. They could have no faith in the counsel of what they had. They don't seem to have faith in anyone other than themselves, especially if you look at some of the transcripts of their phone conversations. Those have been extremely interesting. I mean, it's very, it's just as narcissistic as you can get. But it's like narcissism in a family sense. It's not just individual. It's just about them and them only. And then, of course, it goes into their own individual things. But they don't necessarily talk about the murder or anything like that in these phone calls, but they talk about how good they were. And then they give each other scores. And basically, it's a giant circle jerk.
Yeah.
And they're just like, oh, it's so good. Like, if I were to give you a score, I think you get a 95, Charlie. You came across fantastic. And then Charlie believes he's going to get free, and then he's found guilty. Just the way that they talk about others around them, this is a very telling thing. Describing the jury, Charlie said there was 5 black women on the jury, 1 black guy that was a sergeant, 1 kind of redneck looking a little bit, and 3 guys that looked like they were inbred, that were like out of shape, 30 years old, looked like they've never had a girl in their life. These are quotes. So this is how they look at the outside world. Everybody is not quite up to their standard. Everything is against them. Everything is bad. Everything is so against me. This is how they operate. So it's not surprising that maybe they liked their attorney with Charlie, even though he was found guilty, and they feel comfortable there. And maybe others tell them shit they don't want to hear. And people like that, narcissists specifically, they don't like hearing things that may oppose their view of the situation. And you may very well have attorneys that were in there going, look, here's the deal. You need to plea this or something, because this is not going to work well up for you in court. And if you have the other one going, oh, we'll fight this, we got this, they're going to go with that, because temporarily that makes sense to them. They're not seeing the bigger picture of everything. Donna, of course, facing charges in connection with the 2014 murder of her former son-in-law, Dan Markel, taking significant legal steps in her defense by hiring the new team of attorneys. Her choice of legal representation, raising eyebrows, though, includes the attorney who defended her son, Charlie Adelson. According to documents posted by the Leon County Clerk, Donna Adelson has enlisted the services of Daniel Rashbaum, the attorney who led her son, Charlie, to prison for the rest of his life, and Tallahassee-based attorney Alex Morris. It marks a significant development in this, as she faces serious charges of murder, conspiracy, and solicitation in the case. The substitution to the counsel motion filed by Rashbaum and Morris was approved by the Circuit Judge Stephen Everett, paving the way for them to replace Donna Adelson's previous attorney, Marissel Descalzo of Miami. Case management hearing, originally scheduled for earlier, has been canceled. There was bad weather, so they're going to do that at the end of the month. To just basically say, okay, this is your new counsel. Okay, great. Donna Adelson's legal team is not only advocating for her, but also making a strong statement about her innocence. Attorney Alex Morris emphasized that Donna Adelson is a mother, grandmother, and wife who vehemently denies any involvement in the alleged criminal conspiracy to kill Dan Markel. You listen to some of those phone calls, I think you may feel a little different. Charlie Adelson, her son, found guilty, sentenced to life in prison for his role in the murder for hire plot. He's been convicted of hiring hitmen to carry out the murder of Dan Markel, who was embroiled in a contentious custody battle with Charlie's sister, Wendy. Talk about Wendy here for a moment. In response to the charges against Donna, Morris stated, Donna Adelson has absolutely nothing to do with Mr. Markel's homicide, and the evidence demonstrates this. The state's efforts to prosecute Miss Adelson are not supported by the evidence. We look forward to getting this matter to trial as quickly as possible in the coming months. So they're wanting to go to trial in the coming months. That's, like I just said, I think that's what's going on. Wendy, she not been charged with anything whatsoever. This is the woman whose husband or ex-husband was killed, the father of her children, the father of Donna's grandchildren, the father of Donna's grandchildren, also killed at the hands of Charlie, or at least at the hands of Charlie picking up the phone and calling a hitman and getting that all arranged. And it doesn't seem too far off that Donna was likely involved with that as well, considering she really wanted the grandkids close. And when Dan said, no, I'm living here, I work here, I have my career here, my children are here, these are my children, not yours, well, they didn't like that all that much. And it seems things went a little bit awry after that.
I just can't imagine having Donna as a mother-in-law. I mean, we've heard the nightmare stories of mother-in-laws. She may take the cake. She might be the ultimate monster-in-law.
Yeah.
Just it's one thing to be pissed off that your grandkids are far away. It's another to hire a fucking hitman.
Is there some advantage to them keeping Charlie's attorney to shield Wendy from anything or from something in some way, shape, or form by having him on the payroll, on the counsel? That does he know something? Does he know more? I mean, could that attorney, if he does know something about Wendy, if he's not the counsel for the Adelsons anymore, could something like that come out?
Oh, it certainly could.
Or does that still fall under attorney-client privilege, even if you're no longer the attorney for those people? But he wasn't the attorney for Wendy. He was the attorney for Charlie. So if he has knowledge of something else, like Wendy, in some way, shape, or form being involved, if he's not representing that family, could information come out? Could this be why he is the counsel again?
Does that release him from attorney-client privilege?
I don't know the answer to that. That's something I'm going to have to ask our defense attorneys when we have them on.
Yeah, I think that's a very important question to find out. And I do think, and I think you've expressed this, I think Wendy's going to get brought into this at some point.
Yes.
I really find it hard to believe. And like I always say, I'll retract it if I'm wrong, but I really find it hard to believe that she was not privy to at least something where she kind of went, wait, what?
I don't think she ordered it. I don't think she wanted it. I don't think if she did stand up and say, no, you can't do this, that mommy dearest or brother would have really given a shit. Because I think at the end of the day, my speculation is mom calls all the shots and mom wanted the grandkids close to her in Florida. And at the end of the day, that's what she tried to have done. And I don't know that Wendy had a part in it other than knowledge. And I don't know if she had, again, just speculating here. She's not been charged with anything. She's denied everything. But some of her testimony, man, you watch it and you go, yeah, that doesn't look that credible. That's my opinion on it. It just doesn't. It doesn't read as someone who's truly shocked or surprised or doesn't doesn't have
Well,
knowledge.
maybe she's not. Look at who she's been dealing with. Maybe none of this comes as a fucking surprise to her because the family's nuts.
I can see her being hurt. I can see her being like, holy shit. And now I'm going to, and not knowing what to do and still kind of going along with the story. If Wendy Adelson had nothing to do with any of this shit, her best bet at this point is to flip on her family.
Mm-hmm.
Because I could see them making a deal with her saying, look, we won't prosecute you if you didn't do anything with this, but you did have knowledge. You didn't say anything. Look, you're in a horrible situation here. You testify against mom. You get to walk. If you don't, we're going to go after you too. If they have that sort of evidence. I don't know that they do. I don't know where this could all go. It's all speculation. She's innocent. No charges against her, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's one of the routes we see this going in the coming weeks and months as they continue to try and build up this case against Donna. The other person I would not be surprised facing charges either would be Donna's husband, who seems to be just kind of like this other person in this game that's on the side going, oh. It's like the Peanuts mom. Kind of on the side, you hear him in some of the phone calls. It's kind of like, yeah. And then the mom's doing her thing, and he's like, blah, 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 blah. Like, if Donna's doing this, he sure as shit knew what was going on.
Oh, unless haven't we seen, though, some elderly people where they just take up residence in the same house? They never deal with each other.
Yeah, maybe.
I've seen it. And maybe he thought, my wife's so fucking
conniving
crazy.
Bitch.
Right?
Yeah.
That he's just not paying attention to her because, she's off gossiping with somebody else and she talks crazy shit. I don't know. She's never going to do anything. And then she does.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know the dynamics of the Adelsons well enough to answer that, but there's a lot of roads this could go down. And I don't think we have seen the final set of handcuffs being wrapped around an Adelson's arm yet.
Sick of the ads?
We are too.
Start listening with no commercials now and get access to all of our episodes in advance of everyone else.
Become a True Crime Today Premium Plus subscriber on Apple Podcasts.
Search True Crime Today Premium Plus on Apple Podcasts or go to our podcast page and sign up now.
True Crime Today Premium Plus.
Sign up now.